Good morning, students. Today we are going to see Unit 2, 2.1 poem Invictus. This poem is written by William Ernest Henley. Now we are going to discuss about warming up activities. Those are given before the poem. Activity number 1. Let's introspect. Think and respond with yes or no. When you are faced with a very serious problem or some grave danger, what do you experience? Your feelings. First is given here. Panic? No. Second, wishing you were never born? No. Hopelessness? No. Helplessness? No. No emotion? No. Calmness and composure? Yes. Willingness to tackle it? Yes. Students, you must write answer as per your feelings. It is not compulsory to write this only. Now we are going to discuss about reactions. Here are given some reactions. 1. Break down and cry. No. Second, run away and hide. No. 3. Pray to God. Yes. 4. Ask for help. Yes. 5. Build up courage. Yes. 6. Take it as a challenge. Yes. Students, your reactions may be different than this. So you have to write your own reactions regarding to given question. Next activity is write about your feelings and reactions in 4 to 5 lines. You may describe your feelings and reactions using other words than those given here. Students, you have to write your own feelings and reactions in your own words. But here I will tell one example how to write answer of this question. Answer: when I find myself in trouble, facing a serious problem, first I experience a lot of stress. A part of me just wants to run away from the problem and simply avoid dealing with it. I feel worried and angry, but then I try to calm down myself. I prepare myself mentally to face the problem and overcome the calamity and move forward again. Next activity, guess what the following symbolize and match the pairs. First one is here, tall mountain. A tall mountain symbolizes strength and firmness. Second, a dark night. A dark night symbolizes deep distress. Third, a rose. A rose symbolizes beauty. 4. Sunrise. Sunrise symbolizes hope. 5. A flying bird. A flying bird symbolizes freedom. 6. Thunder. Thunder symbolizes anger. Next activity, poem reading. Now I would like to read poem loudly. Students, you must listen it very carefully. Poem Invictus. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the pale clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the sad, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. Written by William Ernest Henley. The central idea of this poem is poet's struggles and hardships that he had encountered at a very young age. He fought with resilience and overcome difficulties and have never say die attitude. Now we are going to see some new words from the poem. Invictus. Invictus means unconquerable. Pit. Pit means a large deep hole in the ground. 3. Unconquerable. Unconquerable means invincible or cannot be captured. Winced. Winced means jerked with pain. Next one, fail clutch. Fail clutch means wicked trap. Bludgeonings means violent beating. Wrath. Wrath means anger. Looms. Looms means appears. Menace means threat. Straight means narrow. Scrawl means a roll of paper for writing on. Let's understand some important points or detailed explanation of the given extract or the poem. Invictus. This poem was written by English poet William Ernest Henley. This is a short Victorian poem written in 1875 and published in 1888. Here in this poem, the poet talks about the deep realities of life, which are not smooth and flawless. The poet knows the hard truth of life, that everyone's life is full of troubles which come with different circumstances. The poem has been written in a fixed rhythm and has been divided into 4 stanzas of 4 lines each. The rhyme scheme of each stanza is ABAB. This poem is an inspirational poem that motivates the reader to face all difficulties in life with courage and determination. Let's learn stanza-wise explanation. Stanza number 1. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. The title of the poem is Invictus. Invictus, it is a Latin term that means unconquerable or invincible or undefeatable. Out of the night that covers me, it is a metaphor because the night is indirectly compared with difficulties in life. Second line, black as the pit from pole to pole. It is repetition, alliteration and simile figures of speech. It is a repetition because word pole is repeated. Initial sound P is repeated, so it is the example of alliteration also. And in this line there is a direct comparison between the dark night and a deep black pit, so it is a simile. Meaning of this stanza is, when the poet was in hospital due to tuberculosis. Tuberculosis, it is a one kind of disease, and had to get his left leg amputated. The poet suffered many hardships and difficulties in his life. This poem is based on his personal life and his sufferings and hardships. When he was in hospital, he suffered a lot. He suffered many hardships in his life. Besides many hardships, the poet is very thankful to God. Because the poet says that God has given him unconquerable soul, which no one can capture it. Therefore, poet is very thankful to God. Rhyming words from the stanza are me, be, pole, soul. Let's understand second stanza. Second stanza also has 4 lines. Fail clutch of circumstance. This line is a personification because the circumstances are given the human quality of trapping something wickedly. Second line from the second stanza, I have not winced nor cried aloud. This line is alliteration because initial sound yan is repeated. Meaning of the second stanza is, the poet says that he has not winced nor cried aloud even during unfavorable circumstances in life. Under the bludgeonings of chance. Bludgeonings means violent beating. My head is bloody but unbowed. Though the poet has faced misfortunes, he has not accepted defeat. Here, the poet, who was extremely strong while facing the difficult circumstances, neither winced nor cried. The poet has faced all difficulties, troubles in his life with courage and determination. And he said that one should not be bogged down by anything or anyone in life. One must keep their willpower strong, as no one can conquer one's soul. Here, last line of this stanza, my head is bloody but unbowed. This line symbolizes poet's suffering. It portrays the inner strength of the poet, and in spite of the unending pain, he still feels he can face any situation. No matter how difficult the situation is, he will keep his head up and fight such troubles. Rhyming words from this stanza are circumstance, chance, allowed, unbowed. Let's understand third stanza of this poem. Beyond this place of wrath and tears. Wrath means anger. The place of wrath and tears refers to the world we live in, which is full of anger and suffering, according to the poet. The poet calls this place, earth, a place of wrath and tears. Looms but the horror of the said, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall finds me unafraid. Second line, looms but the horror of the said. This is alliteration because initial sound T is repeated, as well as it is repetition because word the is repeated. Next line, and yet the menace of the years. This line also alliteration and repetition. Finds and shall find me unafraid. Here the poet further tells that the life is full of wrath and tears, and beyond this life looms the horror of death. There is a horror of death in life. However, he is and will not be afraid, but poet is not getting afraid of the threat of the future sufferings. Rhyming words from this stanza are tears, years, said, unafraid. Let's understand fourth stanza of this poem. It matters not how straight the gate. Let's learn fourth stanza of this poem. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. Here the poet uses biblical references of a narrow gate that the soul has to pass through after the death and the scrolls of punishments. He is not afraid of how narrow the gate is or how many punishments are there in the scroll. Scroll means a roll of paper for writing on. The poet ends the poem on a positive note, saying that he is the master of his fate and the captain of his soul. In this stanza, poet wants to motivate others by telling them that irrespective of the situation, we still have full control over how we feel and how we react to adversity. The poet advises us that no problem can ever be greater than our own inner determination. It means whatever problems are in our life, we must be very strong and courageous to face, to tackle the problems in life. As far as poet's opinion is concerned, that the poet has full control over his fate and soul. Last two lines are repetition because the phrase I am is repeated, as well as it is the example of metaphor because the poet compares himself to a master and a captain. The poem deals with the idea that no amount or kind of hardships in life can control one's soul. If one is determined to face them bravely, one's future is determined by his or her actions and not by his or her luck. Through this poem, the poet wants to give a message to us. The message is that it doesn't matter who you are. You can overcome dark times by being brave and never losing faith in yourself. We must believe in the invincibility of our eternal soul. According to poet, we are in charge of our own fate and our own life. Rhyming words from this stanza are gate, fate, scroll, soul. In this way, we have seen explanation of the poem. Now I would like to give some activities in assignment. Students, you must read this poem once or twice and try to solve given activities in your classwork. Activity number 1, simple factual, true or false. Sentence number 1, the night was bright. Sentence number 2, the poet's soul was unconquerable. 3, the poet is the master of his fate. 4, the poet winced or cried. Activity number 2, complex factual or understanding. Answer the following questions. Question number 1, what is the poet thankful for? Question number 2, what is meant by the place of wrath and tears? Activity number 3, poetic device. Write rhyming words from the poem.